Hi BookTube, my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with my weekly TBR for the first week of January. So this is for week number 1. It is January 1st through the 7th, 2023. So if you watched my 2023 reading goals video, you know that I talked about the fact that I am scrapping monthly TBRs with going with weekly TBRs instead. And I'm super excited about this. Like, taking it down from, like, I used to have so many books on my monthly TBRs, like 30, 40 books. To take it down to, like, only, like, 5 books a week seems a bit more manageable than trying to, keep up with all of the books that I had on my other TBR, or my monthly TBRs. So as you guys know, I do like some structure. So I do have these broken down into categories. So there are 5 different categories, and I'm going to go through each one and show you guys the books that I picked to read. So these books are all a bit on the shorter side for this first week of January. If you've been watching along on my channel over the past few weeks, and if you can hear from my voice, I have been sick, so I haven't been doing a ton of reading, and I'm slowly kind of getting back into reading now. I am filming this on the 28th of December, so it's a couple days before you guys are actually going to see it, but I'm slowly getting back into reading by reading, like, novellas and stuff like that. So all the books that I have for this first week are right around the 250 page or less mark. So I think absolutely doable. Get myself back into the groove of reading again, feeling better, and all that good stuff. So cheers, my friends. Let's jump into the books that I have picked for this week. So, oh, that's delicious. It is a cinnamon rooibos chai tea from David's. Delicious, absolutely delicious. So prompt number 1 is off my physical shelf. So all the shelves you can see behind me, these are either going to be Harlequin or non-Harlequin. Chances are they're probably going to be more Harlequin books because I don't have as many non-Harlequin, and a lot of those I'm going to be unshelving at some point when I eventually get to them. It's like my goal for this year is to get all these shelves completely organized. But the first one that I have picked for this first week in January is Dark Water Disappearance by Katie Richards. This just came out yesterday. This was released on the 27th. This was sent to me by Katie Richards herself because she is awesome and she's a sweetheart. And this is the newest book in the West Investigation series. I am up to date on this series, so this is the newest one that I need to read. And I'm really, really excited about this one. It says, a body has washed ashore along with her past. So yeah, I really, really like this series. It's a fantastic intrigue series. It's a Harlequin intrigue novel. So yeah, I am really, really looking forward to getting to this one. So that is the first book off of my physical shelves. So off of my digital shelves, so these are either going to be a book off my Kobo or my Kindle. And I had been looking through the library over the past week or so, looking for something to read, like I said, trying to get back into my reading groove again. And I've seen a lot of these books. It's like all of a sudden the Toronto Library got the digital editions for all of these books. And I'm like, well, these sound really, really good. And I'm like, I went to go read the first one. And it's like, oh, there's like a 10-week hold on it. I'm like, oh, of course there is. And then I went on Amazon to see how much it was, and I realized I had a copy. And guys, I bought this copy like 5 or 6 years ago. So yes, this is great. Let's read old stuff off the Kindle. And the book is called A Cold Day for Murder by Dana Stabenow, I think is how you say the author's name. So this is a police procedural. It reminds me in a way of the Kate Burkholder series by... oh my gosh, I am completely drawing a blank on the author's name. Hold on one second. So sorry about that. Linda Castillo is the author of the Kate Burkholder series, which is a series about which I love, which is a series about a woman who is ex-Amish, who is now like the sheriff in her small town. And it's pretty graphic. It can get pretty gory, which is weird. It's something that I would enjoy, but I really do like that series. But for some reason, when I look at these books and I read what these books are about, it very much gives me vibes of that series as well. So this is the first book in the series. I cannot remember the name of the series. My apologies. But this is about a ex-agent, female agent, who lives in a remote area in Alaska and I guess solves crimes and stuff. But this is not a cozy mystery. From my understanding, this is definitely more of a police procedural. It's not a terribly long book. The first book comes in at under 200 pages. So I think this is going to be a really quick and easy read. Alaska is one of my buzzwords, and I clearly have had this on my Kindle shelf for far too long. Time to get to it. So next up we have a series book. So what I did was I went through all of my list of series that I'm currently reading, and I picked a book, pick one that sounded good, and I will be reading Secret of Dead Man's Coulee by B.J. Daniels. This is another intrigue novel. It's an older book. I believe this is part of the White Horse Montana series. It's the first book in the series, and yeah, it's the first in the series. I have read a later book in the series. You guys know me. I read stuff out of order all the time. It's my thing. But I'm going to go back and read book number 1. Again, it's an intrigue novel. Comes in right around 200, 250 pages. Should be a quick and easy read. I am very much looking forward to it. Then I have my Harlequin new release. So of the new release books that have come out in January, that are all being released for the month of January, I pick one from each of the imprints. And then I kind of just randomly picked one. And the one I will be reading is Framing the Marshal by Sherry Stover. This is, I believe it's a standalone novel. I don't think it's part of a series, but this is a love-inspired suspense novel. So clearly this first week of January is going to be very suspenseful, intrigue, mystery, police procedural heavy, which is kind of fun. I do love a good romantic suspense. So yeah, I am looking forward to this one. I love the cover of it. It looks really good. And last but not least, my Throwback book, which is one of my Back to My Childhood books. And I am really looking forward to this one. I have had this one on my TBR for the past 2 months, like November and December, and I never got to it, and I'm looking forward to getting to it in January. And that is Dawn and Whitney, Friends Forever by Ann M. Martin. Babysitter's Club book number 77, I think. And in this one, Dawn is babysitter to a girl with Down syndrome. But she's told to pretend that she's not her babysitter, but that she's a friend who wants to hang out with her. And then the girl finds out that no, she's been hired to kind of be her friend. And I remember reading this one many, many, many years ago, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to reading it again and seeing what I think about it now as an adult. But anyway, guys, there are the 5 books for this first week of January. Let me know if you've read any of them and what you thought about them. And let me know what you have on dock to read the first week of January. I do have all of the books on my Spin the Wheel app here on my tablet. So when I start my vlog on Sunday, which is the 1st of January, I will be spinning this for you guys, so you guys get to see the very first book that gets picked, the first book of the year, essentially. So I think it's going to be a great year, guys. I'm really excited about my reading again, which I haven't been for quite a while. And yeah, I can't wait. So until my next video, take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.